Hello gorgeous souls and welcome back to my channel. So we can all agree that the most frustrating thing when it comes to manifesting what it is that you desire is that we get really excited about our vision board, our manifestations. We're setting our intentions, especially around the new moon, which has just been. When you are watching this, it does not matter. But we get really excited about these intentions, these manifestations. And then we start moving towards making them happen. We start with such bold action. We start with like this true unwavering belief that what you desire is coming into fruition. But what can happen along that pathway is that things can start to appear to unravel, appear like they are turning to shit and in chaos and all of the things. And when I started to learn this exact method, these exact keys that I'm actually going to share with you within this video, I stopped sabotaging, because what we believe is that when these things start to happen in our world, that our manifestations aren't meant for us. Oh, we aren't meant to reach that point. We aren't meant to have that thing, which cannot be further from the truth. But that is why I wanted to create this video for you, because I know that you have some incredible things that you want to manifest even before the end of the year. And in order to do that, we have to shift from a space of this isn't for me, because the title of this video is that this is a huge sign that actually your manifestations are coming. The whole universe is lining up to give you exactly what you want if you do this, which I'm going to share in this video. So make sure that you stick right to the end, because I'm going to share 3 keys to unlock this new reality that you truly desire. Let's jump in. To start off, I want to talk about something on my journey that happened actually quite recently. So this has happened time and time again. Something that just happened super recently is that I actually invested quite a significant amount of money into something. And then, I followed my intuition. I knew this was the right thing to do. Everything lined up, blah-di-da-di-da. I made the investment. 2 days later, that investment went down in halves. I lost a significant amount of money. Something that could have broken 99% of people. But because I understood these 3 keys that I'm going to share with you, is that I knew that instead of looking at it from the perspective of, oh my gosh, what has just happened? Okay, I need to take my money out of this. I need to, go cry in a hole, and focused on the chaos. Instead, I flipped my mindset to, hang on a second, everything is working out for me. Everything is lining up to give me exactly what I want. And rather than focusing on the chaos, the disruptions that were clearly going on in my life at that moment, I chose to instead focus again on what can I learn from this, and how can I shift my focus back onto what it is that I actually desire. Because I don't truly like the terminology of tests. I think the universe is always lining everything up and conspiring in your favor to give you exactly what you want. Things come up on our path because either we are not the version of ourselves that we need to be in order to hold what we truly desire. if you think about it from the perspective of people who win the lottery, most people who win the lottery are actually in a worse position than they were before they won the lottery, months after actually winning the lottery. People think, I just want to win the lottery to change my circumstances and get out of the place where I am. But more often than not, people are in a worse situation because they haven't become the version of themselves that is required to hold that amount of money. And if you keep following me for a while, you'll understand that I have a completely different mindset when it comes to money, which I have acquired and learned on my journey. So if you like this video, then definitely follow the community. I would love to have you along and to really, actually make some life-changing shifts in your reality and your manifestation journey. So back to the fact that, okay, one, you need to become the version of you who can actually hold what you desire. Think that we want something tomorrow. We want something as soon as we ask for it. That is, the mindset that a lot of people are in, that instant gratification of, okay, I just want it now. And, we have been so conditioned to really be in that place of, I want something now, I want something yesterday, right? Because we have so much at the tips of our fingers. We have information overload at the tips of our fingers. You can literally go online and purchase something and then it arrives the next day at your doorstep. Like, doesn't that just blow your mind? How incredibly fast we can acquire something. And don't even get me started on like Afterpay. We can actually pay something off and have it now. We are so conditioned to want things in the now. And the thing with manifestation is that we have to understand there's always going to be a time in between asking and receiving. We ask in the energetic realm, and then that has to materialize on the physical plane. We're having a human experience on this physical plane, so it's a lot denser, the energy that needs to materialize from the energetics to the material plane. So that is going to take some time in between that. Can, of course, speed up that time in quantum leap. That's a whole other video in of itself. But it's understanding that in order to attract what we desire, we have to become the version of ourselves who can actually hold what we truly want. We think that we can hold millions of dollars right now, but when you actually truly think about it, are you truly embodying that version of you who is a millionaire? Are you truly stepping into that identity? Because remember, external world is a reflection of our internal world. So we have to become that version ourselves. And number two, so I actually created a video of this, which I will link down below, which really goes through this in detail. So I'm not going to go through this in detail in this particular video. Go and watch that one. But if you feel called to, of course. But number two is that, we have to become the version of ourselves who can hold that. And number two, if when we ask for something new, we are raising our consciousness and to match that of what we desire. And when we are going through that process, there's going to be energetic blocks that we actually have to transmute in order to become a vibrational match to what we desire. So that will make more sense in the video. So we have to understand that sometimes we actually have to lose things in order to gain more. It sounds crazy, right? It's just like, I don't want to lose that in order to attract more. I just want to attract more. But that's not how the universe works. And sometimes when we are asking for something that is much bigger than where we are currently at now, that is going to, require us to shift and change into that version of ourselves more rapidly. If you're saying, okay, you're at a position right now who is earning, say 10K, and then you want to hit that 100K, there is a transformation that needs to happen in that time. So that can happen as rapidly or as slow as you desire. But with this 3 keys that I'm going to be sharing with you, things are going to rapidly change in your reality because you are focusing on what you actually want rather than focusing on all of the chaos that is going around. So back to my story, I could have easily said, you know what, I'm focusing on the money that I lost. I'm focusing on the lack. I'm focusing on, oh my gosh, how did this happen to me? I'm so stupid. I'm so dumb for making that investment. La-di-da-di-da-da. Right? But instead, I chose to rewrite that story. I chose to actually not focus on what I've lost, but instead focusing on what I actually truly wanted to attract, with the mindset of everything is actually lining up to give me exactly what I want. I trust in the universe, angels, source, whatever you choose to say. Okay? So this is such a powerful tool, and this will honestly change the game for you. Because while most people are saying, okay, I've asked what I want, and then my life has turned to absolute chaos and shit, this isn't actually meant for me. Instead, you are actually going to use these tools and move past that and become the version of you who can actually hold what you desire, and you are going to manifest your desires with so much more potency and quantum leap into your new reality. So let's dive into these 3 keys to embody right now so that you can quantum leap into your new reality. Okay, so here is the whiteboard where I'm going to give you the 3 keys that is going to rapidly shift your reality and quantum leap you into that new reality that you ultimately desire to be in, okay? So this is a huge sign that your manifestations are on the way when you do this. So like I spoke about in my own journey with several manifestations, the big one that has happened recently when I invested that money is, instead of looking at this as a problem, looking and focusing on the lack, focusing on what I had lost, I used these 3 keys. So first of all, I actually ignored the situation. And it sounds crazy, right? Like we don't want to ignore situations because they're relevant, they're happening in our life. I can't just ignore that I've lost this amount of money. But honestly, if you actually embody this, things are going to rapidly change, okay? So when you ignore the situation, you're looking at it as an illusion, because that is what it is. It is an illusion that you can't attract what it is that you actually desire. It's a fucking illusion, because there is limitless possibilities that are available in every single moment. The quantum physics explains that. So it's an illusion. So I chose to ignore the situation. Even though it felt so real, I chose to ignore it and say, you know what? I'm going to reframe that. So key number 2, reframe this situation. And I said, okay, this actually isn't triggering me. I don't feel triggered by this. If I was to feel triggered by this, I would actually work through those emotions like I explained in the video that I will tag down below. If you feel triggered and really triggered by that, then that means that there is some, stuck energy in your auric field that you need to clear so that you can raise to the vibration of what you actually truly want. If you are not triggered by this, then reframe it, or after you've worked through the trigger, reframe it. And that's what I did. I said, actually, everything is happening for me. The whole universe is lining up to give me exactly what I want. I'm choosing to ignore this because it's an illusion. I get it, it's all an illusion. I'm going to ignore this and I'm going to reframe it. And then this is the most important key to really unlock this new reality, is focus on what you want. Because where focus goes, energy flows. And if we are spending all of our focus focusing on what we don't want, which is the lack, which is the thing that we have lost, or whatever is happening in your external world, when you're focusing on that, you create more of that. When you get a fine in the mail and you keep focusing on it for days and days and days, and then you receive another fine. It is all energy. It is all where you are placing your focus. Where focus goes, energy flows. So choose where you want to focus on. Do you want to create more of what you don't want? Of that situation happening in your life? Or do you want to focus on what you actually want, which is whatever your manifestation is? So there could be chaos and disruption all around you, and you're just standing there and you're just like, yeah, I know that my manifestation is on its way to me. I know that the universe is conspiring to give me exactly what I want. Oh, I lost my job. Oh, that's because I asked for another job. Okay, let's get, what action would you like me to take now? Because I know that I'm going to keep focusing on what I actually want rather than focusing on the negative, focusing on what has happened in your external world. That is the keys to Quantum Leap You. It sounds so simple, but honestly, when you start embodying this mindset around your manifestations, you are going to seriously unlock this new reality, because it is a major sign that your manifestations are on the way to you when chaos and destruction comes. We live in we're having a human experience. We're going to experience chaos, but it's what you do, it's how you be within that chaos. If you can create neutrality around that, and you can say, no matter what happens, I know that my manifestations are on its way from me. I'm one step away from attracting everything that I truly desire. That is the most potent key that you could ever take. So if you take one thing away from this, is that it is who you be in those times of chaos. Are you going to focus on what you don't want, which is more chaos? Or are you going to choose to focus on what you actually want, which is your dream life, which is this manifestation? That is why you've been guided to this video, because it's a huge sign. Your manifestations are on their way to you. no matter what is happening in your external world, it is all a illusion. So if you love this video, please leave it a like, subscribe, all of those are wonderful things. And if you're just like, what? My mind is actually blown right now. I don't know what to do, where to focus. Like, I just want a clear path. I want a clear path to manifest what I want. I need some help along my journey. Then I have a program, Lucky Girl Academy. All of the details are down below. I would love to have you there because it's so powerful as well. You know, when you are moving through a manifestation journey, we think it's going to be all easy breezy and light and fun, which it can be with the right mindset, but it's also such a beautiful thing to have the right tools and guidance on that journey so that you can truly quantum leap into that new reality. So, but honestly, like if you embody this one thing, you're going to see some incredible results in your life. So that is all that I have for you, gorgeous. Have a beautiful day and I will see you in the next video. Bye.